All right. So welcome to tonight's informational Zoom, where I'm going to be sharing information on this amazing business that I am a part of. Several of us on here are a part of this business and this opportunity, and we are in the health and wellness sector, which is, exploding right now. I looked up some information on how the health and wellness industry is doing, and even before last year, since 2015, it has been growing exponentially. So if you are looking for a way to get into that industry, you are in the right place. So bear with me, I'm going to share my screen. All right, guys, can you see that? Can someone give me a thumbs up? Nalani, I see you. Even okay, perfect. All right, so I am Michelle Fletcher. First of all, I'll share with you, I'm Michelle Fletcher. I have been a part of this amazing company for now 9.5 years. If you knew me prior to this, you would know that I am not someone who just jumps into anything. And if I did jump into it and it wasn't good, I wouldn't still be here 9.5 years later. So I have found something that to me has been like a gold mine, a godsend. It truly is a gift. And I'm just excited to share this with every single one of you because I feel that we are in a time where this is needed and we need as many feet on the ground as possible. So I'm going to quickly go over some information and you'll hear my story. You're going to hear Beverly Grandison. She's amazing. You're going to hear her share her story. And so let me get right into it. So we're going to talk about expanding your options and how we are on a healthy living revolution. So the first thing I want to ask is, what options could an additional income and a sense of fulfillment give you? Could it help you to pay down some debt? Could it help you to give back more? Whatever that may be, I want you to start dreaming, because I hear so many times that, we're in this country and we have forgotten how to dream. So just open your mind to those possibilities as you hear me speaking today, because I am living a dream that I didn't even dream when I first heard of it. So that is how amazing this is. The possibilities are endless. So how would it feel to have fun and thrive in a community while making a contribution to the world? Can you believe you can do all those things in the same sentence? I never dreamt of that. I come from a corporate background, worked in the IT field for over 10 years. And then the recession of 2008 happened. And what happened to me was I was slammed. I lost my job. I had 2 homes. Both of them were at that point in foreclosure by the time I had heard about this opportunity. And we were struggling financially. It was hard. And so I had 2 little ones, which I didn't have prior to the entire economic crash. And life was different. And I needed something different. And I am just so grateful for the day that someone shared this opportunity with me, because I was at the point where I was taking my 1 and 3-year-old to Chick-fil-A to play and just ordering fries so that we could just, sit in there validly without being like, are they just in here to play games? No, we were strapped. So the fact that someone shared this opportunity with me, and initially the reason I took a look at it was because I thought what they offered with their products was amazing. Like, the products are second to none. And I knew I wanted those products. I was just like, I need this for my family. I had a son who was constantly sick, a super picky eater, and I knew this could help him. But then I heard the education behind how many fruits and vegetables we need in order to stay healthy and to prevent disease, and how we don't get nearly enough. So hopefully all of you on here know you should be eating at least 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, right? I considered myself to be a very healthy person. Did I get that amount of fruits and vegetables in my diet in a day? Mm, most days, no way. Wasn't happening. If you are new to the call, please mute your phone because it's hard to find you when I have you in this like this. So the products were what first caught my eye, but then the person who shared this opportunity with me also mentioned that she likes to help stay-at-home moms make some extra income. Now, you don't have to be a stay-at-home mom to do this. You can be working full-time. I mean, we have all levels of people that do this business. We have homeschooling moms, we have lawyers, we have doctors, we have chiropractors, we have all kinds of people that share this business in the way that they would want to share it within their life, right? So fast forward 9.5 years later, I have not had to go back to the corporate world. I have actually worked this business for the past 9.5 years. I am in a leadership position. I bring in enough income to help significantly contribute to my family's income. And it has just, I never imagined this life, honestly. Never imagined. My kids are now 11 and 13. They were 1 and 3 when I first started. And it truly has been a gift to be able to be at home with them and still bring in income that contributes to my family so that I didn't feel like, I was a burden, but I am contributing and, providing for my family. So I chose to align with Juice Plus for some of these reasons. In the beginning, I didn't see them. I didn't know the full story. I just said yes, but it's amazing. I said yes to the perfect opportunity because the company has been around for over 50 years, guys. Over 50 years. How many companies do you know that have been around that long in this industry? And they are authentic for sure. I mean, this is a company with a heart. The quality of what they produce is second to none. We are the #1 nutraceutical product in the entire world with research behind it. You don't find that anywhere. #1. The community that we have, there are no words. I mean, the community alone is priceless. Just to be surrounded by like-minded, positive people, especially in a time like we are in now, is invaluable. And you are going to be surrounded by that. And there's so much simplicity. Our product line is so small. It's like 5 products, but they are powerful products. And they are products that every single person needs. And it doesn't get better than that. And we're approachable. So here's what I'm referring to. It consists of fruits, vegetables, berries, and omegas that they have put in capsule form and also in chewables. And we are it says breakthrough whole food technology. We have over 30 fruits and vegetables, concentrated, non-GMO, no herbicides, pesticides, research behind it that have been placed in capsules and chewables that are good for children as young as 6 months and adults all the way until their last days. This is something you take for your entire, it's good for every single person. So that right there helps us to bridge the gap because we know most Americans are not eating what they should be eating. So this helps us to do that. Then we have a protein powder, which is amazing. I've been drinking it for 9.5 years and I don't get tired of it, which is crazy. I hated protein shakes prior to this. I always thought they had an aftertaste, they were chalky, they did not sit well with me. This is the most amazing protein powder, vegan, there's no additives, all the ingredients are from nature, so your body knows what to do with it. I mean, my kids have been drinking this since they were babies. That shows you how safe. I wouldn't give my kids anything to drink, and they've been drinking it since they're kids, and they still make them to this day. My daughter made hers earlier this afternoon, and it can be used as a meal replacement. Then we also have protein bars. And then we have a way to grow your own food. Let me tell you, this company is so smart. When I started, they didn't have a way to grow your own food. And then a year later, they added that in because they realized Not only do we want to give people a way to simply get in more fruits and vegetables through our encapsulated concentrated powders, but then for those people that are like, you know what, I want to eat more fruits and vegetables, we're going to give them a way to grow their own. Now tell me, if last year was ever a year to realize that you need to grow your own food, I mean, our tower gardens were sold out last year. We sold more tower gardens in the first 4 months of 2020 than we did the entire year of 2019. That was the demand. How many people realized, you know what? I don't want to rely on other people for my food, because who knows when another recall is going to come out? Who knows if there's going to be um, a limited supply of produce? I'm going to start growing my own. So, I mean, the tower gardens went through the roof. And you can see why. It's an easy way to grow your own food. Everything grows in less than half the time it would take in soil. You have control of it. You're using less water than you would in a typical garden in the ground, and your yield, you're getting 30% more yield. So it's just amazing that we're able to inspire healthy living through these simple products, which are definitely a domino. You start taking these things and domino effects happen. When you start to take them, you start to feel better, you start to crave better foods. You are now sharing it with people surrounding you. And a lot of times people are going to ask you, what are you doing? Something looks different about you. They may see that healthier glow in your skin, right? So simple, easy, and definitely what people are looking for right now. And so our company has been around since 1970. We have the same founder and president to this day, Jay Martin. His mission was to help build a stable and lasting company that helps as many people as possible realize their dreams. And he has definitely done that. We are not sold in a store for several reasons. One, because we are actually food and we have food labels on the back of our products. We're not just a supplement. We have a shorter shelf life than vitamins. Vitamins can be on the shelf for years. We cannot. We have a shorter shelf life than vitamins. And then also because he wanted people to have the ability to make an additional income that could change their lives by sharing this. If it was sold in a store, all that money would go to marketing to a television station, right? For them to market on that television station. Instead, he's using word of mouth. And now more than ever, word of mouth is very powerful, right? We have social media, we have all these ways, all the ways that we communicate with people around the world. So it makes sense to do that, have a business like this and allow people to build a business that's virtual, which I totally love. No matter where you go in the world, you can work this business. And we're sold in so many countries around the world also. So Juice Plus came about in 1993. The company initially started with other products that were geared towards health and wellness, such as air filters, water filters, that type of thing. And then they moved into the food business. And I am so thankful that they did, because it's like Jetsons, food come to life pretty much. They are definitely light years before their time. And so we are mission minded. Everyone that you meet that does this business, we are on a mission to help as many people be educated and understand there's ways that they can help to turn or break those generational curses that a lot of times people will say, you know, these things run in my family. Well, guess what? You can break those generational curses of unhealthiness in your family. And we offer ways to do that with natural products, with whole food nutrition. And so we also contribute to, I love the company, this company, they contribute to so many organizations. There's some listed here: St. Jude's, Boys and Girls Club, Children's Health Hunger Fund, Volunteers of America, but there's even more that you don't even hear of. I just remember when the hurricane, what was that last hurricane that came around, and they were actually sending food to those people that were displaced from the hurricane. And they don't really promote these things. They tell us because we're in the business, but they just are constantly giving back in so many ways. And so that makes me very proud to say that I am partnered with them for sure. And so how do we do this business? We are pretty much sharing our excitement. I cannot stop sharing. It's been almost 10 years, guys, and I share it like as if I was brand new because I know what I know, and I've seen the lives that have been changed and people's health that have gotten better, their finances have gotten better. It's just amazing to see the transformations that happen from sharing not only Juice Plus, but also the business. So the only way to share, oh, it says the only way to share products so unique and innovative is through relationships. We build relationships with people. And through those relationships, they learn to trust and then understand that we're really here trying to help them along the continuum of education and learning so that they can understand that this is something that they need, their families need, and the larger community needs, even around the world. So you get customers, you keep customers, you get team. A lot of time your customers become team members and you keep team members, you expand your influence and you grow and develop. Now, I love that they say that this business is definitely a self-growth or self-development course, cleverly wrapped as a business, because that is the truth. When I first started doing this business, I hated public speaking. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, total wreck. But through the years and all the things I've learned and all the books, I mean, I've learned more doing this business than I did in my how many years of college and working in corporate. And I swear that is priceless in itself, the things that I have learned. So I wanted to share, before I turn this over to Beverly, I want to share some statistics with you guys to share how amazing last year was for our company, right? Give me a second, here it is. So in 2020, our company saw $100 million increase in sales in just 8 months, each month surpassing the month before. We saw 200,000 new families using our nutritional products. We received 25,000 new active field partners. 1 million servings of Juice Plus Complete was given to the Children's Hunger Fund. That's huge. More Tower Gardens sold in the first 4 months of 2020 than in all of 2019. I mentioned that earlier. Not one Juice Plus employee has been furloughed last year, not one. They actually were hiring more people. That was how much the demand was. And so that just gives you an idea of the growth within our company. And I know we're just one part of the health and wellness sector, but that growth is huge. So before I have Beverly share, I'm going to stop this sharing. Hold on. Stop share. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing here and I'm going to play a quick video, Bev, just the 1 minute video. But let me tell you, I cannot wait for you guys to hear from Beverly because her story's amazing. Where do I have it?
And you get lucky to have Johnny.
Oh my goodness, yes, I got the two of them. You guys are in for a treat.
I roped him in.
Ah. Okay, let me stop share again because I cannot see underneath the screen. Trying to find my YouTube. All right, bear with me, guys. My apologies. Let me close this out. I cannot see underneath the panel.
Can you move the panel to the side?
And I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to open YouTube over here. Can I move it to the side? Let me see.
Now you should be able to move the panel.
Okay, so while you're looking for it, right, let me just quickly, before she jumps on that real quick, to add to what she just mentioned about the company. Amazing. We just got these stats today from one of our sidelines, and this is November Marks Transformation Capital's second release of the TCAP Direct Selling Digital Momentum rankings. October's release resulted in considerable feedback, and we're excited to have generated so much excitement from the direct selling community. The intent with the momentum rankings continues to be to evaluate and acknowledge the companies experiencing significant growth in their online presence within the last 30 days. That said, November's momentum rankings list saw some adjustments to the algorithms that resulted in the absolute change of fan and or follower count now has more impact on rankings. Percent change still more significantly impacts the growth calculations, and companies with high growth periods will continue to find themselves highly ranked. Guess what? The top 50, we were number 3, y'all. We were number 3. So when we tell y'all we're on that S curve going up, you better make no mistake. If you're a visitor on this call, it would behoove you to align with us today and catch the wave with us, because this is exciting. All right, Michelle, sorry.
Oh, I love that, Beverly. Thank you for sharing that. That is so good. That's incredible. Okay, here we go. Let me expand.
The Juice Plus company is now in over 20 countries and growing, which goes to show that our mission is really a global mission.
Inspiring healthy living is so much bigger than just drinking more water or eating more fruits and vegetables or moving more.
It's about creating a whole healthy person, a whole healthy family.
I think of being a mom on a mission to help as many other women realize there's something out there to help their families, help them with their health, that can help them financially.
I love the fact that everywhere I go, I'm able to offer something that can help people's health, but then also help them realize their dreams.
Our mission is also to change lives. And we like to say that we like to do good as we do well. And our good is done through the Juice Plus Foundation that partners with many nonprofits out there to lend a hand to those that are less fortunate than we are.
We can see the impact that we're making, that we're part of a bigger movement, putting people on a journey to really make a difference in their life.
There's a lot of ways that you can make money, but there's only a few ways that you can make money and a difference.
And it's so much more than the product offering, it's the education and inspiration.
It just becomes a part of who we are. It becomes a part of our story and our life every single day.
Everyone needs more fruits and vegetables in their lives. We're not getting enough. And the fact that I can share this message not only here at home, but around the world is amazing.
All right, I'm not sure if you recognize someone in that video, but I love that. So I am going to spotlight Beverly right now.
You don't have to spotlight. No, you didn't spotlight you.
I have to spotlight you and Johnny. I feel like I want to see you guys up close and personal. So let me see. Spotlighting you guys. There you go. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your stories today, guys.
So you're so welcome, Michelle. And guys, thank you guys so much for just joining us tonight, because I will tell you that what you just listened to is a phenomenal opportunity that we embraced now almost 16 years ago. To be honest with you, this was definitely never my plan. I had never done a business like this before, was definitely not interested. My dad was in and out of businesses. I've mentioned on a few calls, but my dad was actually in this business, in this company back in the 80s under NSA, National Safety Associates, when it was with water filters. And so I just think of the possibilities of what could have happened had he just stayed, right? But nonetheless, I'm here today to just really share the gift of hope, love, and inspiration, educate, empower you to make an informed decision to really get in the driver's seat of your health and your finances. So 18 years ago now, when I was in the Army jumping out of planes and running 4 or 5 miles a day, thought I was Wonder Woman, Bionic Woman, my heroes, and chronic fatigue had set in. I couldn't shake it, back and forth to the doctor's running test. And they had to finally believe me when half my face went numb, half my taste sensory disappeared, and I couldn't lift anything with my right hand. So they ruled out a lot of different diseases and landed on multiple sclerosis. That was life-altering, career-ending. I actually really thought I was healthy, and this was the first catastrophic illness in our family. So we were just fortunate to have neighbors who loved on us, cared on us. Their son had fought stage 4 brain tumor cancer previous years before. They understood the direct link between disease and nutrition, and so they educated us, empowered us, sat us down, showed us this amazing company, the product. You just heard about it, fruits and vegetables in a capsule, Jetson food. Who didn't think they needed that, right? Our bodies needed nutrition to fight whatever was going on. So it made complete sense. And then $52 a year today, $1 a week, no stock in the product. The company ships, bills, everything. And we were going to get retail sales back, profit back on that product. We were already buying vitamins from the vitamins, from one of the major vitamin stores around. And we were going to continue doing that. I grew up on vitamins, thinking that that was the way of life. That was the right thing to do, not realizing that very yellow, expensive urine that we were flushing down the toilet. And so it was very simple to trade, what we were doing for something way better. And what we did was join this amazing community to get the education, to get empowered. And then we made some major lifestyle changes. So a lot of prayer, yoga, de-stressing life. And I will tell you now, 16 years later, and I tell everybody this, we really would not be doing this if it were not significantly impacting people's lives. Because today I can tell you, we get sick less. I've only had to take Tylenol, emotional aspirin, or any hardcore drugs 3 times in 16 years, completely in control of our health. I have my energy back, and I'm just grateful because I am 50 this year. I'll be 51 already. I'm excited. I just can't even wait. And one, I don't look like my medical records. I'm grateful to God for that, because jumping out of planes, spine, it's amazing. And as you age, pre, menopause, you know what? I don't look like I said, I'm doing way better than a lot of my peers. So because of my spiritual connection, God, because of my mental toughness to not ever give in, and because of my dietary lifestyle and taking my Juice Plus consistently. You heard Michelle say about the amazing shakes. You saw some people in the chat mention that. These shakes are phenomenal. 13 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber. I mean, you can't beat that. And then we have 2 new shakes coming out later this summer that are going to be amazing, a non-soy one and a high protein one. So, again, this company is positioned beautifully. But, I always tell people that I'm the veteran, Johnny is the civil servant. And so we love telling our stories together and just really letting you know that plan ABC was the military for me. I had no other plans. But this opportunity, as you heard Michelle say earlier, the company's mission is to help as many people as possible realize their dreams. Now, one of my dreams in the military was to make it to Brigadier General, the 1-star, at least the 1-star level. I mean, I was going for all 4 stars, but 1 star. I was happy getting there. And that was what I thought back then taken away from me. But God in his infinite wisdom always has a different plan. And I will tell you, if you trust the process, trust the journey, is amazing what can come out of that. Because you heard Michelle again, I keep mimicking what Michelle said, my sister from another mister, amazing young lady that I love, locking arms with, doing life with. We were able to go to St. Croix a couple of years back, hang out, have fun together. That is what this life can truly offer you. And so I will tell you that, I tell people I'm not your broke housewife, okay? And not to brag, not to make any income claims. We're not making any health claims at all. Juice Plus doesn't cure, heal, do anything like that, but we know the power of whole food plant-based nutrition, and we're not making any income claims. But I can tell you that our bonuses alone were more than some people make in a year, okay? Just for last year. So that was phenomenal in itself. But I'm gonna now let, since I said I'm the officer, I'm gonna let the gentleman tell the rest of the story. And again, thank y'all so much for joining us, because this is an amazing opportunity that we want you to say yes to today.
It's always great to join this group of people. And again, I'm Johnny Grandison. And as Beverly said, we kind of got thrust into this whole health situation just because of the diagnosis. But when we were in the hospital, they simply told her, hey, we want you to look at these 3 drugs. One, she would have given herself a shot every day. One, a shot every other day. There was a drug they were giving herself a shot every month, but hadn't got it approved. But before we left the hospital, they simply said it was only a 50-50 chance either of these drugs might work. So as our neighbors, when we got home, who were inquiring what we learned, they said, you can beat this, but it's in your diet. get rid of all white pasta, white sugar, white flour, anything white and processed, take out your diet and eat more fruits and vegetables. So they shared with us, the Juice Plus product. And we were faced with a situation whereby we knew we could always go back to the medications because we got one group of people saying it's a 50-50 chance it might work, another group saying, hey, you can beat this, but it's in your diet. So that's what got us on board. And I had been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease of my own and had just given some blood work. And when it's time for my follow-up visit, Beverly suggests I get a copy of all my previous blood work. Now, being a civilian, I had never done that and figured if the doctors didn't call me and say, get in here right now, I figured everything was okay. But as I sat there looking at my previous blood work, I had all these highs and lows all over the place. And after, just trying to Juice Plus for 45 days, all those highs were into the range and all those lows were up in the range, except for one, which we later learned out was a autoimmune marker. So for me as an engineer, I'm used to looking at graphs and charts all the time because they paint a picture and tell a story. So it identified something I already knew to be true, but it was correcting all these things I had no clue about. And so that was significant. And in these last 16 plus years, we constantly just tell stories and help people right where they are because we realize every last one of us are in a different place. All our bodies are going through something totally different. But there's no situation, in my opinion, that good nutrition won't help. It's like there's no situation where poor nutrition won't hinder. And so as we've been telling our stories, it gave us the opportunity to help people right where they were because so many people in our communities have challenges, not only with their health, but even with their finances. We're coming through a time where many people, are losing their jobs or things aren't able to be as they were with people going out and about. But this just gives an opportunity to help them right where they are with their health. So that's one less worry that they actually have. And there's so many people in our community that we already know that have gone through things because they know you. They've been knowing you since you grew up. They've been knowing you from work. And so they've already heard your story. So for you to be able to share your improvements and they just see it in you without you really saying much, that's something that they can give them hope. And I think that's a couple of things that we offer is hope in education even of how you can do better. And as a financial, supplemental income that we have, it helps bridge the gap. So no matter what that looks like, maybe we can pay for, one expense that they might have or a couple of expenses they may have, but that takes a load off of people because you never know who's hurting and who's really needing something. So it gives us the opportunity to just help them right where they are. So.
And we know that multiple streams of income is a must today, as we have all experienced that last year. But I will tell you, you heard the stats from Michelle, that this company and all of us had record sales and record paychecks. And so my dream that became true is we made it to the national marketing director, the top level of the company, first African-American female to do that in a 50-year-old company. And that has just been an amazing journey that we really, really aspire all of you. Some of you might not want to get that far, but I will tell you that, a couple of $1,000 a month, as a supplemental income can make a difference for a lot of people, whether it's 100, 500, thousands. It's totally up to you because the number, our paycheck directly reflects the number of people that we are helping. And so it's just an honor and a journey to be on this journey. It's an honor to be on this journey with you, Michelle. I see, Dr. Nailani, I'll get to see her this weekend. I'm excited about that. Again, these are the friendships that we have cultivated in this community these years where I can watch Michelle's kids and Nailani's grandkids and hear about her children grow up. And we are doing life together, making a massive difference globally around the world. And we invite you to join us.
You realize it's not about being the first, but more importantly, not being the last. And we continue to strive to lift as we climb because we want this to wherever you need that we can help and come alongside you. That's what we're here for. And so this is just a great forum, a great group of people throughout the country. That's looking to help each of us do better.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you, guys. Let me take the spotlight off. That was amazing. Hold on, let me take off the spotlight. The spotlight. All right, guys, that was fantastic. I am totally thankful for you guys just sharing your stories, which are so powerful. I mean, if you are on here tonight, I definitely would love for you to go back to the person who invited you onto this Zoom to learn more and to learn how you can be a part of this, because we are growing and expanding exponentially. And like I said in the beginning, we need more feet on the ground to help share this message and spread this message of a way to get healthier, physically and financially, and mentally too. I swear this community gives you that mental peace. So thank you for joining us, and I would love to say goodnight.